I might have just found the new best chatterbait on the market, and no, it's not from Z-Man.
There's one. Oh my, it's actually a stud.
If you followed the channel for a while, you would know that I'm a certified chatterbait glazer. And of course, the tried and true and best option on the market for a very long time has been the Z-Man Jackhammer. Now, with prices going up on these guys to 20 bucks, it's a hard thing to stomach just because at the end of the day, it is just a jig with a skirt and a little metal blade. It feels insane to spend that kind of money, but it's been proven time and time again that this thing catches fish, and not only fish, it catches big ones. Also, sorry if I seem tired or something. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's actually still dark out. We're about to go put this new bladed jig to the test, and might as well just get into that right now. Right now, what I'm holding is called the Nories Hulachat. Now, apparently this is the cat's pajamas of bladed jigs from Japan. And at a local tackle shop, I was able to get my hands on this thing. This thing's actually $18.99, which before was more expensive than a jackhammer, but now this is like the budget option because 20 bucks is now the standard for a bladed jig in 2025. Inflation sucks. But as you can see right off the bat, the head design is where this bait really stands out to me. Now, the big point of differentiation with this Hulachat is that it's designed to slide through cover way better than a standard chatterbait. Now, this super unique head design, as well as the angle of the blade, were specifically designed to easily hop over cover like wood, rocks, etc. And look at just how weird that is. So that's the way, if you have that hook sitting completely horizontal, look at the way that head is shaped and angled down. And according to the research I've done, it's almost similar to a crankbait lip, where you get that balance, stability, and a natural track of that bait so it doesn't nosedive down and it stays super flat and horizontal in the water. Now, I fished a lot of chatterbaits, and some of them that I fished like to rise in the column. Another huge point of differentiation that was put into the design of this Hulachat is to have that bait tracking completely horizontal, and this oddly angled down design on this head is going to be a big factor in keeping that bait exactly how you want it. I feel like I'm speaking like an actual bot right now, but a little bit of caffeine's gonna hit the jugular soon. I'm gonna be ripping lips on the water. I'm gonna be fired up, but we're still waking up. Bear with me. Now, as far as comparing it to the normal jackhammer, I do notice that the blades are very similar. The Hulachat is slightly smaller. One thing I did notice with the head design as well is you got this much more standard, flatter head design on the standard jackhammer, and I really think if it comes to like skipping a dock or skipping around cover, the jackhammer will no doubt outperform this Hulachat. I just don't see this head design being good. I could see that nose of the bait really digging into the water and preventing you from getting a good skip. We'll test that out though. The hook's a little bit smaller, as well as a slightly lighter gauge on this Hulachat. You got this super interesting, I don't know if you guys can tell there, the hook keeper is incredibly interesting too. It's like little pieces of plastic essentially that they're bendy here. It's almost like damn near heavy fluorocarbon that got straightened out on here. It's really goofy. Haven't thrown a plastic on it yet, so we'll find out how well this works, but interesting design as far as the hook keeper goes. Also, going back to the head design, it's got this little almost like helmet. Looks really goofy, but I really don't know what the point of that is, actually. Yeah, I can't really give a take on this. I don't know what that helmet does. It's like infused into the head, actually, and then the line tie portion of this, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We'll find out how this thing performs, guys. It's got a bunch of really unique design aspects to it that are apparently gonna make it really good for going through wood. We're about to drive to a lake that has a lot of wood in it, so we can see how well this thing comes through that wood, as well as in contrast to the jackhammer, how it fishes. One thing I will preface is that I did not get a great color for the lake that I'm fishing. It is damn near chocolate milk. So I'm probably gonna be fishing a jackhammer with a much more optimal color. Might get more bites on it because of that. But really, we're kind of just trying to feel out this bait. I also think if I put a darker trailer on this or something that's a little flashier, it's gonna stand out enough in that dirty water. Primary forage in this lake is also bluegills, and guess what? That's a bluegill paint job. Well, not paint job, color scheme here on the skirt. And yeah, I'm glad that we also don't have a painted blade. We got that flash, so at least we got some kind of standout in that stained water alongside the vibration. I need to wake up, boys. I wanna go fishing. Let's go see if this Nories Hulachat is actually better than a jackhammer. Let's go.
right, guys, we made it to the lake. A little bit more woke up after getting that caffeine in the system and getting all my boat stuff together. Feeling pretty good right now, but look at that right there. We've got this Hulachat ready to rip. I've actually got a little Nomad 3 1/4 Spectrum minnow on there. Now, it's a little bit of a thinner profile. I usually like a thicker profile trailer, a little bit fatter plastic to fill out that skirt, but giving this swim bait a go just because we are in very dirty water conditions. I'm also a big proponent of a straight tail as a chatterbait trailer. However, when I'm fishing dirty water conditions, don't have the proper color, a little bit more thump out of that swim bait trailer is gonna help call those fish out. Hopefully they can find this chatterbait in this water. But I've also got a black and blue Z-Man Jackhammer as well that we're gonna compare and see how the performance of a normal jackhammer, the standard in chatterbait fishing, pairs up next to this Hulachat. All right, without further ado, let's see how this Hulachat feels in the water. There's absolutely no shot that my first cast I get snagged in the shallows. That is simply comedic. And I already know it's gonna get shallow as balls up here. This is gonna suck to get out. What a start to my day. How about that? Oh, it came out. I'll lift this up. All right, well, we're blowing out this spot. It just pissed me off. Start today off pissed. Actual first cast with the Hulachat. Okay, I will say, I did feel an instantaneous startup of the blade. We'll see how true that stays with consistency throughout the day, because you know what? That jackhammer, one of the biggest reasons I like to fish the jackhammer is because it does start up absolutely instantly. As soon as that thing hits the water and your first rotate of the reel handle, that thing is vibrating like your mother's toy collection. And from the first couple casts, this thing is getting right to the point. Getting absolutely right to the point, doing everything it needs to do. I'm honestly a big fan of how this trailer looks too. Usually I want something with a thicker profile, as I said before, but I do like how the thinner profile of this swim bait's really kicking a lot in this dirty water. I think that'll make all the difference getting me a few more bites. There's one. First fish of the day, baby. Not great, but not terrible. Get on up here. Hulachat bass, number 1, right where you want it. Inhaled it, just like that, guys. Our first bass of the session on that Nories Hulachat. He ate it on like the first turn of that reel handle, and that's a big key in these chatterbaits, no lie. This thing did start vibrating the second I reeled, and that's big time if you're gonna catch fish on the bank like that are seeing it right on that initial fall, getting that vibration going, get them to react. Look at that, baby. First fish of the day, certified Squeakatron, about a pounder. Pound and a half maybe, but we will take it. We appreciate the bite nonetheless, and we will see you later, bud. And before I forget to mention, guys, the combo I'm using right now is a 7.4 medium heavy mod fast in the Bass X series from St. Croix Rods. Got a 7 GF casting reel, 7:3 to 1 gear ratio, and I got 17-pound fluorocarbon. Overall, this combo has been treating me good for a few years now. Enough of the glaze, back to fishing. Another thing I will mention with this Hulachat, since I am using this thinner profile trailer, a lot of the times when I use something like this, a little smaller, get a lot more hunting action out of the bladed jig. This bait still runs very true, so if you're a fan of avoiding that hunting action and want to keep it running completely true, even with a little smaller profile trailer, this thing is definitely doing that. It's not doing too much darting side to side or anything erratic. Just pretty standard, straight retrieve, staying on a straight path back to you. We're gonna try a yo-yo fish, that'd be sweet. Oh my God, I got bit, no freaking way. A fish actually bit this when I was yo-yoing it. Oh my God, I got him with the yo-yo. Are you kidding me? That was insane. It's not a bad fish either. I got stuck in the tree and was yo-yoing it. No freaking way. I hope you guys saw that. I'm going for the flip. It's a good one too. Oh, let's go. There's no, I don't know if I've ever done that and like actually got them to fully eat a chatterbait. I was yo-yoing in the tree. I hope my chesty got that. Look at that. Just engulfed the chatterbait as I had it hung over a branch and I was just jigging it up and down, letting the tail hit the water and come up and down, just sitting in the same spot. And this bass came up and munched it. That is so sick, dude. I'm gonna get you right back, buddy. Appreciate that bite. No freaking way. Finally getting to a part of the lake, a lot of wood in the water. So we're gonna find out pretty quick how well this bait comes through it, because it is damn near a minefield over here as far as submerged wood goes. It's actually pretty ridiculous. Look at that, we're gonna go right by that piece of wood there. Popped right over that branch. Yeah, hung up for like 2 seconds there. Popped over that branch again. We'll throw it in there one more time, see if it can pop over it a third time. Popped over twice, popped over 2 branches right there. Okay, I'm not saying any guarantees right now, but that was impressive. It hopped over those branches like it was nothing, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do, is hop over those branches. Well, while we're at it, let's throw the chatterbait in there. Throw a jackhammer in there and see how she does around that wood. Snap. Okay, first try casting at the identical piece of wood. Snagged with the jackhammer. First try. Wow, that is actually kind of crazy. Did not work out in favor of the old jackhammer. We'll keep her on standby right now as we keep going by this wood. Test it with the Hulachat, then we'll test it with the old jackhammer. Let's go through this lay down. Could hop through there again. It does do a really good job of coming over the top of that wood. I can't lie. I cannot lie. That's 3 times in a row coming through this laydown. See if we can go Wendy's faux faux faux. Look at that, comes right over it. Yep, this thing, okay, it is legit around wood. It does pop out of the wood pretty damn easy. Throw the jackhammer over this piece of wood. I don't work with Nori. I don't work with the company that makes this bait. It does its job. First try with the jackhammer, I'm snagged in that branch. I'm not even kidding when I say I'm legitimately impressed at that performance. How? I mean, that's a statement right there. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a statement, low key. Here's one. Cracked it. Second I came back up here after fixing my camera, throwing on the charger. Skinny fish, big head. That fish needs some milk. Bro, come on. Get this fish on a high protein diet. Look at the build. That is absolutely putrid. No wonder you're trying to eat. And he also fought like a wet sock. That is the most unhealthy looking fish. I mean, look at just, it's like paper thin. Paper thin. Buddy, if I had a snack for you, I'd give you it. You need some freaking milk, bro. Look at that thing. Wow. All right, buddy. Yeah, that thing is not doing well. The way it just barely kicked away too. Yikes, poor dude. Oh my, it's actually a stud. Grab her by the mouth. Yeah, not bad. Super skinny fish, but big old head on her. That one was actually on the jackhammer right there, engulfed it. I mean, it's got the frame and the head of a 4.5 pounder, but probably weighs, I don't know, 3 3/4 right now. Absolutely engulfed the chatterdonk. Jackhammer this time, swapped up, fished the jackhammer pretty hard. Haven't gotten a bite in like 30 minutes. The bite isn't quite on today, and honestly, this time of year, usually not throwing a chatterbait anyways. Usually gotta slow down a bit, but look at that, stud. All right, guys, I gotta get off the water. I'm actually going to play some pickleball with my boy Ben. If you guys haven't played pickleball, I don't know why you're waiting. Go do it, it's so much damn fun. But as for my honest thoughts on this Hulachat right here, guys, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is the real MVP when it comes to coming through wood, cover in general. This thing gets through it, and it does exactly what it says. It hops over that cover. I legitimately, aside from casting onto the bank, didn't get snagged once, and I casted into a lot of wood. You guys probably didn't see all of it because there was a while where I didn't get a bite, probably wasn't talking, didn't show the footage. As for the jackhammer, I'm not gonna lie, I did get snagged quite a bit in spots that are kind of inevitable that you would usually get snagged. But no lie, this bait comes through it insanely well. And no, I will preface right now, I don't work with, I think it's Nori, the company, the JDM company. Don't work with them at all, zero affiliation. This bait is just legit, it's legit. I'm actually gonna pick up more of them because when I go to fish around wood, I'm picking this bait up over the jackhammer. That's not even BS, I'm truly doing that. Let me know in the comments, guys, would you guys give this bait a try? Are you guys gonna pick up a Hulachat after this video? Like I said, not trying to be a salesman, thing is pretty sick. If you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub for more. See you guys in the next one. Peace.